What's cracking, y'all? Actually, I'll be right back. I need to grab something. Quick second while I grab something. Oh man, we're here in the CoVA tennis. Ooh. Bet you there's one person that's gonna join here who I know it's gonna be. Oh man. Happy Monday. Hope y'all had a happy Halloween. It being on a weekend or a day here in Virginia Beach where there was no school the next day. It was quite the time for us and the kids. And there's no school tomorrow because it's election day. So it's a staff day. Real quick while I check in on something. Come on. So here in Virginia Beach, today is our last day. Actually, it's one of our CoVA tennis homies' birthday. So if you ever see Ren, he's one of our 3-5, soon to be 4-0 players. It's his birthday, so we're about to go out there today to go watch him and support him. And our other 3-5 and 4-0 friends playing combo as they play their last league match tonight. Then we're going to go out and celebrate Ren's birthday again. So a couple things that I got that aren't from the box. But first, shout out to our homies, my homies from the tri-level team, the 3-5 to 4-5 tri-level team. We were one tiebreaker away from the potential of qualifying for nationals. We lost to a Nova team that ended up winning and going to nationals in San Diego. We were really hoping to get forward, but they played better that day, and a couple tie breaks literally lost us a chance to go to California. Would have been really cool, but that's how it goes. Nova has a lot of players that are seasoned. They may not be, well, they could be technically better than us, but they're definitely more seasoned in terms of point play, and knowing how to play, especially in crunch moments. So Landon and Grayson, oh yeah, you can roast me if you want to, dude. If that makes you feel better. Another cool thing I got is a 3D printed bag hook that was a gift to me from my daughters and wife. Hang this up on the fence. Hang the bag. Has my name, Coach JR, engraved in it. Pretty cool gift. And also, other thing I got is a custom CoVA tennis Apple Watch wristband. Super cool. So it's in wristwatch watch band. So engraved CoVA tennis logo there, and then engraved CoVA tennis words on other band. Super helpful, and it's my favorite color is orange, but also matches with the Halloween spirit that we just finished. Oh, Alcaraz A&G, you gonna go watch your daddy today? Go subscribe to Alcaraz A&G. He's almost at 100 subscribers. One of my students, and He's a young boy, but he's super dedicated to tennis. One of the few kids that I know that actually watches tennis and studies it, and sometimes he tries to mimic tennis players too much, to his detriment. But I can't hate on a little young man that's doing his best and loving tennis the way he does. So your forehead's bigger than the population. That's a good one, Landon. Where are you from, Landon? You from America? You got American flag. So first thing, and also if I don't go live again, happy early birthday to Alcaraz ANG. It's his birthday soon. And he wanted me to get something for him related to one of the GOATs, Rafa Nadal. I'm definitely sad that this man's going to be retiring soon. His spirit will live on with his fly apparel and the Brahma Bull stuff. So I got me an extra hat because my other one I use for lessons and playing is getting stanky. To cover my big forehead that Landon and Grayson said. This one's freaking huge, holy smokes. All right, so I'm going to do an unboxing of a bunch of stuff that I got. I like looking at what people are buying for their gear, their actual tennis equipment, and also the gear that they wear on their backs and on their feet. So I got a whole bunch of Nikes. 5 pairs of Nikes. Holy guacamole. And also, if you want to buy what I got on my back, if you go to CoVAtennis.com, I got some new designs out there that I wear while I teach and also on the streets. So the first pair of Nikes that I got, not for myself, but for my customers and friends, is the Zoom GP Challenge Pro Hard Courts. So these, I believe, are the shoes. Oh, no, these are. I won't lie, I thought these at first were the pickleball shoes, but now these are tennis shoes that look like some of the pickleball shoes. But these are the NYC edition of the Nike GP Challenger Pros. I believe Tiafo wears a version of the Challengers, but not these. Black and orange. These are pretty cool. So the guy that bought this bought the pickleball version of these, and God bless him, he made a better choice in buying the tennis-specific version of these. So, what would you rate these out of 10? I typically love orange shoes. This one, honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about these. I have heard these are comfortable. Interesting that the bottoms are totally flat. So these feel pretty wide and clunky. So I don't know how these would perform on the tennis court, but my boy will see. You know what makes these tennis shoes specifically? Honestly, I don't know how the difference. These look exactly like the pickleball shoes. Honestly, if I compare these to like the Vapors, these don't look as agile. They're a little bit. Oh man, these don't have any flex in them. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god. So this makes sense that it was from a pickleball, similar to the pickleball shoe because it has no flex. And on pickleball courts, you don't have to move as much as tennis, obviously, or not obviously, but. Yeah, these are wider, clunkier. They do have the back that it's like what Sinner wears. He has the shoe that they have this arch in the back. This is a new version of his, or a modified version of his. Another pair of Zoom GP Challenger Pros for tennis. You see there's markings specific for tennis. If you look at the pickleball version of it, it looks cool, until they put pickleball right here. Way to ruin a shoe. Yeah, these do look like trainers, right? These don't look like tennis shoes. I wouldn't wear these on the tennis court. So as you guys know, as you maybe do not know, but I wear the Zoom Vapors. I have a bunch of the 9.5s, and I have the 11s, but my go-to shoe is the Zoom Vapor 9.5 and 10. Those I would say are the most agile of the Nike line. So if you look at these are my Zoom Vapor 9.5s. These have flex on them. I mean, they don't flex on the end, but the toe box is flexy. Everything here is flexy. It's wide, but it's not clunky like it is on the bottom of these Vapor Challengers. You'd wear these? Yeah. I don't know. I'll see how my boy does on the court with those. I don't know if you saw my last video, but whatever. And another pair, so size, another Nike shoe I got was a Nike Zoom Vapor Pro 2 hard court. Now these I think are nice. Wait. Oh yeah, so there's a whole new line of Nike shoes coming out. So these are the Vapor Pros. These are similar to the Zoom Vapor 11s that I have, but these are the Vapor Pros. I think these, I have a pair, but not this specific limited edition. But these, I'm not a big fan of because the toe box is super long. And so when I run, it doesn't feel comfortable on my toe box because I feel like there's so much extra space here compared to a regular shoe. But these look cool. I like the colorway of these. Zoom Vapor Pros. So it looks like, sounds like Nike's doing a line that is specific to New York City, which is interesting because, I mean, the Open's already over, but I guess he's became popular for the Open. So if you look at the tongue, it says 124th and Nike. What do y'all think about these? How do these compare visually at least to these? Which one would you like more? The Vapor Pros on top or the GP Challengers on the bottom? I definitely like the Vapor Pros better. There's also a regular Vapor that's in this colorway. If you're interested in buying some stuff at a lower price, you like these better, really? The GP Challengers? Interesting. Yeah, I guess it depends on your look, man. I don't know. I'd wear both of them, maybe on the streets, but not to play. If I was to wear something on the court, it would be this more than this. Just the way it feels in my hand, but I mean, once you go on the court, it's all different. These Vapors feel heavy, so James thought, James who's on the channel thought these would be a nice pair of shoes, the Air Vapor Pros. But then you started wearing them, they felt really clunky on the court, and this does feel like this feels heavier than these. So James went away from these Vapor Pros and back to his Asics. Have y'all ever used Asics? I bought some Asics that hurt my feet, but I think there's a longer break-in period for the Asics than there are for Nikes. Which makes sense because Asics, in general, I think are better made. They last longer versus Nikes that wear off so fast. But to me, Nike makes the best visually aesthetic shoes in terms of colorways and varieties and designs. So another pair that was purchased was the Zoom Vapor Pro 2s hardcourt. So these are hardcourt shoes. What do y'all think about this colorway? What colors are these? This is called Armory Navy Denim Turo Volt. Okay, yeah. So the person that's buying these two pair of shoes is one of my friends and teammates who is a deaf tennis player, but he is the #1 deaf tennis player in America. He's going to represent either America or Peru. I forgot which one. He's from Peru, but he's a former ATP player. He's in his upper 50s or lower 50s, but he is representing one of the countries in the Pan Am Games next week. So look for him online, or look for him when they stream those matches. So he's buying some fresh gear to wear out at the Pan Am Games. Cool story about him is he's one of my friends. I met him through tennis in my later years in life, but when he played tennis as one of the top deaf tennis players in America, his partner was actually my high school partner back 30 years ago. And my partner, unfortunately, is not alive anymore, but when I see my friend Alfredo, his mannerisms and the way he presents himself is just like my former deaf tennis player friend. So I live through Alfredo to see my friend. It's a very emotional thing for me, so I don't talk about it much, but super cool. So anything that Alfredo ever needs from me, I hook him up and I take care of him. Another thing that we got for a junior player, one of our friend's kids, is another Vapor Pro. So this is a different colorway. What do y'all think about this? This is cool. It's a classic look. All right. So tennis shoes. How much would you pay for these shoes? Retail, these are expensive. I wouldn't pay it because I'm cheap. I mean, Filipinos are cheap in general. But luckily, I get a good discount and I don't make profit off what I get from my friends. I kind of help to fight the pickleballers and keep people in good, comfortable shoes, and use the perks that I have as a tennis coach to support my friends. Yeah, Spyro, those are nice ones. The white ones are nice. All right, next, tennis racket. Comment below what tennis rackets you guys use. I have a Yonex V Core 98. So this is a 305 gram racket. I've been trying to go away from this because it's not as stable as I need to as a serve and volley net player. But as I gotten older, I've learned to appreciate and like the spin and power that comes with this racket, but the stability when I'm at the net isn't quite there. So I tried the tour version of the 98, and that one's even though it's 10 grams heavier, it doesn't seem like that much, but when I play with it, it's too heavy for me. Maybe just because I'm weak, but Baby Faith pickleball, honestly, one of my best friends plays it, and it's fun, but it's not tennis. That's the only way that every tennis player I talk to that has played pickleball, the way they describe it to people is that pickleball is not tennis. It's fun, but after 30, 45 minutes of it, I mean, you're naturally better at pickleball than a regular schmo off the street, but after a while it gets boring. Then you're just out there just dilly-dallying. I literally played with a beer and played pickleball. No spillage or nothing, just played, but it's cool. Anyways, in the strings I use, I pop these. I need to get these strung. This is the Hyper G Soft 17 gauge. So what do y'all use? Yonex V Core with a 17 gauge Hyper G. Oh, in Korea. So is KR Korea? Where are you from, Baby Faith? Have y'all ever played with an OG racket like this? I'm gonna make a video at some point. Check out this one, another Yonex racket. This is Yonex 7500. All right, some other things. So related to rackets, I've got rackets from my friends. So my other friend, teammate, today got his racket. He bought a, really? Man. Baby Faith, what's the popular tennis brand in Korea? I mean, tennis racket brand. Because I believe Yonex made in Japan. Do you guys use Yonex out there? Got a couple of rackets for my friends. So my friend Jojo, like I was saying, he bought the Head Speed Legend, which looks very much like that one's promoted by Djokovic, even though he doesn't use it. He uses some special racket. But that racket looks just like the Head Speed Legend looks just like the Prestige. I think that's the vibe they're trying to go with on that one. So another friend bought a Wilson Blade. I gotta say, the way that Wilson is presenting their rackets now, these look cool. I like the matte finish. This is the Blade 100. It's version 9 of the Blade. So they've been through 9 versions of this. Dang. It's a 16 by 19, 100 square inch, and it is 300 grams. Sitsipas promotes this one. I thought I'd like this racket. I played with it. It's just a little bit too mute for me and not flexible enough. So at my ripe old age, I'm not that old, but as I've gotten older, I need something that gives me a little bit more pop. It's 100, Wilson 100. And then this one is the little bit more advanced version of it. Spyro, in Washington, what part are you from? My cousins are up there. They don't play tennis, so you've probably never seen them. But this is another version of the Wilson Blade. This is a 98. Like I said, it has really cool coloring. I like the matte finish. Much better than that crazy green metallic version that they had. Anyone use Wilson blade? Oh. Yep, Baby Faith. Yep, Yonex brand. I would say quality control. Everyone says this at least. Yeah, Yonex is. That racket I just showed was the Wilson Blade 98 and also the Wilson Blade 100. Oh, Western Australia. Nice. So they play a lot of they play tennis. Nice. Never been to Australia. I'd love to. So you guys are kind of near the homeland of Philippines. I mean, not really close, but. That's cool. Do you have a lot of Filipinos in Australia, Spyro? I would imagine so. I've heard there's a lot of Filipinos that come through the cruise lines. So speaking of the Yonex, so one of my students, he tried my Yonex V-Core. He was using the Yonex E-Zone, and the E-Zone had too much power, not a lot of feel. So he couldn't get a lot of spin and keeping the ball in the court when he used it. So I had him use my Yonex V-Core Tour, which is a 98, 315 grams, and then my regular 98. And he's a strong dude. He's kind of a beginner, but honestly, at that point, the racket doesn't really matter that much. But as he got more through the lessons and started improving, I was like, okay, let's get you something that helps you make that spin, because he couldn't figure it out with the E-Zone. And so he got a Yonex V-Core Tour. And this is strung up with, I'm surprised they made this color, but this is Yonex Poly Tour Drive 16L in the light colorway. Babolat E-Sense Light. Nice. Never heard of the E-Sense Light. That must be an old school racket, no? What else you guys use to play tennis? Yeah, what is blue tongue? I didn't want to assume something. Since you guys are in Korea and Australia, are you guys fans of this man, Kobe? Kobe's one of my inspirations in how I have two daughters, so he's a girl dad. So the way he loved his kids and the way he trained, his Mamba mentality. One of my guys, and my other guy, you guys probably like, is Tiger Woods. That's my guy too. A lot of drama with the way he was a womanizer, but hey, that's his choice. All right, a few more time to go to this match. We got some gear. Dang, a lot of gear. Really? Oh yeah, Korea loves Tiger. 1000%. Well, speaking of Babolat, hold on real quick. I got a lot of junk in here, but I'm gonna do a video about this racket. But this racket is a mini Babolat Pure Strike, and I haven't had the courage to do this yet. But I have a lot of footage of this. But my brother, part of the reason why I play tennis and I coach tennis, part of the reason why I coach tennis again, is that my brother was in a really bad car accident in 2019. Going to go teach tennis. At that point, I was just raising my kids, not playing tennis that much. But he had told me before he went to that lesson that I should teach tennis again and play tennis more. Then it turns out that day he got into a really bad car accident, and he was in a coma for 10 days. He was told he was not going to live, never play tennis for sure. He came out of it, and then being his younger brother, I was by his side for 60 days. He was in a coma for 10 days, and he was on this long road to just being a regular human again. So as part of his recovery, he couldn't talk, couldn't eat, couldn't speak. He got broken ribs, broken wrist, broken hip. I used this racket and a ping pong ball to help him learn how to play tennis again, at least just have some mobility and focusing doing this. So I had him volley in the bed with this. I have some videos of that. And at some point, I'm going to take those videos and tell that story because it's a really big inspiration for why I still play tennis. I recorded when he first got back on the court, how he and I became teammates again. We played in leagues and we got so close to going to nationals in a couple leagues that we played in. So for me, what I do in tennis is way more than, getting paid to do lessons or just playing and trying to win. It's trying to carry on the legacy and just keep what we've done as a family alive. Because literally he almost died, and this racket I'll never lose. I'll never leave it because he played tennis in his deathbed, what they said at the hospital, with this and a ping pong ball. So if you check out on our website, so there's a video of me and my brother. He's shorter but older than me, and we both serve in Bali, and we're known in this area as a tennis family. And it's crazy how we're still playing tennis. And I thought he was gone, man. It was crazy. Anyway, so I might start crying. And so my friend that's going to CoVAtennis.com is the website, but on our YouTube channel, I try to record all of our videos, partly so I can see what I'm doing wrong, so I can teach my kids what not to do when I'm doing stuff wrong, and also just so they can see what they're doing right and wrong. Because watching yourself is the best way to learn. You can have people tell you what to do, but people don't know exactly what you feel when you play or what kind of mechanics you are fighting and what kind of bodily limitations you might have. So watching yourself and understanding how bad you look compared to what you feel like you look like is always the best teacher. My brother's doing well. I'm going to see him later today, actually. So also some other gear that I got, like my friend that's going to the Pan Am Games to represent either Peru or USA, got some gear to be fly when he goes over there. So he got some Nike Just Do It shirts. This is more Nike stuff. You can't really see it in his bag. But a whole bunch of gear. Also got some shorts. See you, Baby Faith. Comment below, for tennis shorts, do you wear the old school length of 9 or 11 shorts, or do you wear size 7 or 5? So Holger Rune probably uses 5 or freaking way shorter than that when he wears shorts. I used to wear size 9 shorts, so they go a little bit below my knees. I'm only 5'6", so a 9-inch short would go lower than it probably would for a taller dude. But I've switched to a size 7-inch length short, and it feels so much better. So these are some size 9 Nike shorts. As you can see, Nike's his gear of choice for this, which is surprising because he used to wear a lot of Asics. And then you got some pants. And then this one is going to the birthday boy Ren, who is going to represent Virginia Beach along with 4 or 5 of our other friends at the TLN, Tennis Ladder Network or something like that. He's going down to Miami to play in a big tournament for the national championship, playing against other people from their local leagues that won and are vying for the championship. So one of our friends, Chris, whose birthday is today, actually is going again, and he won it last year. So super cool to go down to Miami during the winter season and play some tennis. So this is the Tiafo tank top that you saw at the Open. So my boys are going to be down there with their guns a-blazing. And then the last one is, what the heck is this? Oh, women's clothes. Oh, this is for my wife. This is my wife's pants. All right, guys. Well, I got to get going. Thanks for tuning in. And this is the first time sharing some of those stories that I had. So if y'all want to buy a shirt like this, so this is a play on the, I forgot what brand it was, but if you want to buy some cool custom merch that I and my wife designed to help support our brand, check out CoVAtennis.com/shop or, shop. So this is a tribute to our hometown, Virginia Beach, where I made some designs. So if y'all have any questions, hit me up. If you're ever in the Virginia Beach area, hit us up because we always love playing with new folks, especially those folks that talk smack about what they see online and think they can do better. Always welcome to get some smoke or beat us, whatever. It's all in good fun. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see y'all later. Peace. While I go down here, check out my crazy shoe selection. This man's crazy.